Welcome, everyone. This is Pastor Dave. It's March 1st, 2012, and I have a very controversial topic that I want your opinion on. It comes from Christian News, and talk about controversial, Pastor Terry Jones. Now, before I bring you this story, I will put the link to the article below for you. I want to touch on something. I'm in disbelief, but I did our living word for today, March the 1st. Brought you breakfast meat, not milk, and I read it from the gospel. I read the words of our Savior, of our Messiah, of the bridegroom. And already there's 4 dislikes. Who would hit a dislike button? Who would hit a dislike button on the living word? Leave me your comments on unbelievable. Unbelievable. Now, what else is unbelievable? And I want your opinion. I'm going to ask you, the viewer, your opinion. I've got my opinion from Christian News website. Let me read this to you partially. The link will be below. Terry Jones threatens Koran burning if Iranian pastor is executed. And he's holding firm to this. What information I do have is not listed here. As of Sunday, we know that the pastor being held in Iran is still with us, still alive. But that could change at any moment. He's been sentenced to death. Let me read on a little bit because it gets very interesting. And I want your opinion. The organization of Firebrand Pastor Dr. Terry Jones has said it will burn Korans and images of the Prophet Muhammad if an Iranian pastor is executed for his faith. Stand Up America Now made the threat after it emerged last week that the Iranian courts may have upheld the execution order for Pastor Yusuf. The pastor has been in prison since October 2009. This you're going to find interesting, and I don't even believe this is in there. I've done my own research. That's what you should do. He was originally detained for protesting, but he was later charged with apostasy. Now, what this story isn't bringing out is now they're saying it's not apostasy. They're trying to say he's being sentenced to death on a trumped-up rape charge, of all things. Of all things, this is true. Dr. Jones sparked an international panic in 2010 when he threatened to burn Korans on the anniversary of 9/11. Now listen very closely. After sparking riots in parts of the Middle East and Asia, the pastor came under intense pressure from political and religious leaders and agreed not to go ahead with the stunt. No sooner was he out of the headlines when his small Florida church burned a Koran in March last year after putting the holy book on trial and finding it guilty of crimes against humanity. The stunt triggered massive riots in northern Afghanistan's city of Mazar al-Sharif, where 10 UN officials were killed in an attack on the organization's city base. Dr. Jones defended his organization's latest plans, the Christian Post, saying that Christians cannot just stand by and do nothing in the face of militant Islam. We have very little that we can do as a Christian community to protest the inhumane activities of Islam. Jones told the website, "It's a type of protest to let the government know we are totally disgusted with their type of activities. In fact, with the activities of Islam over the past 1,400 years. Dr. Jones has voiced approval for the burning of the Korans in Afghanistan by members of the U.S. military, which prompted riots that killed 2 Americans and several Afghans." I'm going to put the rest of the story for you below. No. I want to ask you. I want your opinion. Is it wrong? Now one thing I want to make straight. If they are burning Bibles, there's no riots. No one is being slaughtered or being killed. It doesn't make it right. But if a Muslim sect is burning the Holy Bible, there's no massive amounts of riots. But when you burn a Koran, it leads to bloodshed, violence, and mass killings. Now, I don't live too far from the largest Arab population in the United States, Dearborn, Michigan. What will happen if this pastor carries this out, Terry Jones, and our beloved pastor Yosef is put to death, and he starts burning Korans? My belief is going to lead to major violence. Do I believe the Quran to be a holy book? No. I'm sorry. I really don't. It's not the Bible. It's not the living word. It's full of misconception and untruths. But I want your opinion. Do you believe that if this pastor in Iran is put to death, now they're saying it's not even apostasy, that he committed a rape, and they're putting him to death over rape? Unbelievable. But it doesn't still. Now, even with that, does it validate Terry Jones burning and calling for everyone in the United States to burn the Quran and pictures of Muhammad? I just want your honest opinion. Like I said, they, in the Middle East, in Iran, in Afghanistan, they can burn the Bible and protest, but there's not mass slaughter. What will this accomplish? What will Terry Jones accomplish by burning the Quran? What way would you handle this situation? Leave me your comments. I love you. Are you for Terry Jones or against? God bless you.